foil ox that I made earlier as an armature or frame, upon which I'm going to apply some polymer clay. The polymer clay that I'm using is called Sculpey, but there's lots of different types that you can use. I've chosen a clay that goes hard when it's been baked in the oven. First, I worked on the clay so that it's easy to apply to the foil sculpture. After rolling and pressing it out, I'm applying sections of the clay by wrapping it around the foil sculpture. Ideally, I want the clay to be roughly the same thickness all over the sculpture. As I add a new piece of clay, I rub and press and mould it to join it on. I will add clay until the whole sculpture is covered. Right, now that I've covered the whole thing, I'm going to use my sculpting tool to add in some details. By pressing onto the clay with the tool, I can leave all sorts of marks. Try out different tools and see what effects you can get. I'm going to press my tool to make nostrils and eyes. I don't really want to have too many bumps and lumps on my ox, so I'm going to use my friend Tansy's talcum powder top tip. You might want to use a mask or some goggles for this bit, because you need to be careful not to get the baby powder or talcum powder in your eyes or mouth. I'm going to gently rub the powder onto the polymer clay. The powder allows me to smooth and polish the clay without moving the clay around too much. So it's a great way of getting rid of lumps and bumps. This foil armature technique can be used in lots of different modelling clays, and you can make whole creatures or parts of things. For example, you could use this technique to make just a head or hands, and use different materials for other parts of the body. The other great thing about this technique is it means that your clay is only used on the outside of your sculpture, which means you can have more clay to play with. So now it's time for me to bake the sculpture in the oven so that it goes hard, and after that I'm going to paint it. I'll have to look at the back of my polymer clay box for instructions on how long to bake my sculpture for. And also, if you're a younger person, just make sure that you've got a grown-up around to help you with this bit. We've put details in the description below, and don't forget to sign up to Amazon Smile if you're purchasing materials online. And here it is, my metal ox, baked and painted.